Directly from 42nd Street in Midtown Manhattan, New York, I am your host Harbin and you're watching my channel YOLO, You Only Live Once. Let's talk about today's topic, why to build passive income streams before retirement and how I'm building my passive income stream. So what we need to first understand, what type of income streams are passive and active. According to IRS, there are 7 different types of income streams people reported while filing their taxes. And they are earned income, business profit income, residual or royalty income, capital gains, dividend income, rental income, and interest income. Now, if you look from all these 7 income streams, the earned income is the one which is considered as active income, because you cannot earn income unless you are putting in effort and time and earning that income. That's why it's called earned income. So that is by most is considered as the active income. Now, every other income, whether it's a business profit income or royalty residual income, can be considered as passive income, because even though you have worked for it first, because you have to set up your business or you have to set up some type of arrangement where you can actually then get a residual or royalty income, the income can become passive once that work has already been carried out. But rest of the other 4 incomes are always considered as more or less passive income, unless you are actually in the process of professionally managing rentals. If you are not professionally managing rentals, then the rental income can become a passive income. Capital gains, dividend income, and interest income are generally considered as pure passive income. Now, is it required for everyone to have passive income? In my view, no. In your 20s, 30s, and 40s, your primary goal should be to maximize growth and not be interested in generating a maximum passive income. Because if you look into it closely, a lot of passive income might be considered as ordinary income, and if you are already making a lot of money from your earned income, you will be only paying more and more taxes. So it might make sense in your 20s, 30s, and 40s to basically maximize growth in your portfolios so that you accumulate wealth, and when you are nearing retirement, you should try to build up your passive income streams, like what I'm doing now. I'm in my late 50s, so I'm trying to build up my passive income streams. The way I'm doing it is by first getting high yield saving account interest from banks. Okay, if you put your money in the bank in your normal checking or saving account, you don't get any interest. But if you look for good high yield saving accounts, you can get at this point more than 2% interest for just keeping your cash. So check my video on the high yield saving account if you want to know which banks provide you the maximum interest, as well as the safety and the ease of withdrawing money, which is very important when you are actually building emergency cash or your day-to-day operational cash reserves. The second thing I'm doing is creating treasury bonds in my taxable portfolio. Why you need to do that? The treasury bond interest is exempt from state and local taxes. So it's better for me to have that than putting my money in high yield saving accounts. I live in New York. I used to live in California. Both are very high tax states. So the state tax are very high. So in order to get relief which is basically more than 10% if you actually take into account. So it's better to actually invest in treasury bond and get the treasury bond interest than the high yield saving interest, because you save 10 to 13% interest on that, tax on that. If you want to basically check out my treasury bond laddering in my taxable account, you can look at my video. I have $1 million ladder in treasury bonds in my taxable account. Then the dividend income. The next thing I am trying to do is build up a portfolio of stocks that provides me dividend. And why I'm doing that? The reason for building a dividend stock reserve is that the dividend is taxed as capital gains. So it's not considered as an ordinary income. So next one is I'm actually building a stock portfolio for capital gains. So those are the growth stock portfolio. So the dividend stock and the growth stock, the difference is that the growth stock appreciate more conceptually than the dividend stock. So when you actually build up a portfolio of growth stocks, you're trying to actually maximize growth, while when you're building a portfolio of dividend stock, you're trying to maximize your dividend because you want to withdraw money from it. So the next I'm actually doing is creating a rental income. So I bought 2 condos in the same building in Manhattan, New York. I'm going to rent one from January of 2023 when I'll move into while I'm basically finish renovation in my other condos. So the purpose of that is to basically create a passive income stream and also create an inflation hedge. If you want to check out my video on how to create inflation hedge with your investment, property, real estate is a good inflation hedge. So that's why it's better to have some funds in your real estate investment, and you can rent it out to basically generate a passive income. The option I have was to actually rent out in California or basically have another condo in Manhattan and rent out the Manhattan one. I chose the Manhattan condo for rental because the rental market is very strong in Manhattan, New York. And the cash flow is much better than cash flow in California. The property prices are more or less same, so the rental income is very high, so you actually get a better cash flow. So if you look at my potential income for 2023, the passive income, you'll find that from my high yield saving account, my current investment total is around 300,000, and I'm going to get interest income of 7,500. This will be considered as an ordinary income and I'll be taxed at the highest level. Then my treasury bond laddering in my taxable account, where the current value of that is around $1,015,000, is going to fetch me $36,540 in interest in 2023, and that will be favorable over ordinary income that it will be exempt from local and state tax. Then I've created a dividend stocks portfolio. My current value for that portfolio is around $240,000, but I will be expecting an interest of $4,182 dividend over the next year, 2023. And that will be considered as capital gains, so it will be even more favorable than the first 2 interest I will get. Then I have created a rental income. I'll be renting it out from January of 2023. The condo value is around $1 million, and the rental expectation is around $52,800 on an annual basis, taking into account after excluding the management fees. Since I won't be managing myself, the building I stays in actually manage the condo rental, so it is a pure passive income for me. Then I have created 2 capital growth stock portfolio. One I started in October of 2022, one I have had for a long time now. Since I'm not anticipating withdrawing from this anytime soon, and for 2023 for this calculation basis, I'm computing 4% withdrawal. So my goal is to withdraw 4% from these 2 accounts, okay, in retirement, and that 4% will be $7,000 for the 175 and $18,000 for the 450,000. Then I have a treasury bond interest from my rollover IRA. You can check out my video where I've created a treasury bond laddering in my rollover IRA. The current value of that investment is around $1,060,000, and I anticipate interest income of $40,280. Now the withdrawal from this account will always be ordinary income. So if you look from my passive income stream, which I build up in these accounts, the total investment value of these accounts is around $4.24 million. And my expectation of getting an interest or passive income of $166,302 from these accounts. And these account does not include my capital growth accounts in my 401k and in my Roth IRA, which I've kept only for growth, and I will not be withdrawing from it for considerable time. So now if my needs in retirement are going to be only $150,000 to $200,000, and if I can meet my obligations with the passive income my portfolio generate, I can live on this portfolio for the rest of my life. That's the purpose of building passive income in retirement. What do you want to do? You want to have a passive income that can fund your lifestyle in retirement without touching your capital. If you can achieve that, then you can retire peacefully without ever having a risk of running out of your money. Since this is still an anticipation, because the interest rates can change, today I can expect the interest rates are good, I can expect this much passive income. If interest rate changes, goes down, my dividend go down or my rental income goes down, these things will change. But if you can adjust to those changes by adjusting your lifestyle, you can still be able to live on your portfolio forever. The other thing you take into consideration is that it does not include Social Security income. So once the Social Security withdrawal will also happen, this will go up to $225,000 to $230,000, depending on when I claim Social Security, when my wife claims Social Security. If you want to know what is the right time to claim Social Security, check my video on what is the proper age to actually claim Social Security. But for this video purpose, I just wanted to make sure that you understand the purpose of creating a passive income stream in retirement. Since you will not have your earned income, you have to replace that with passive income. And by creating these multiple passive income streams, because you don't know which one will actually be higher and which one will be lower, so you diversify and have multiple passive income streams so that you always will be able to fund your lifestyle in retirement. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment so that I know what type of topics you are interested in, you want to understand, or you want to basically discuss with me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.